Well, guys, you're very welcome back to the programme, and I know there's some very good news for you about your big win recently. But before all that, just remind listeners who didn't hear the last interview about your award-winning project.
Yeah, so our award-winning product is Know Your Phone. It is a book which shows readers how to use a smartphone. It starts off with the beginner aspects like the different parts of the phone, so like your volume button, your power button. It then moves on to making calls, texts, and to more advanced aspects like joining a Zoom meeting and sending a WhatsApp call.
Okay, so this was, you came up with this idea. Just remind us again what inspired it. I know, was it one of you were trying to help out a relative? Was that it?
Yeah, James's granny had inspired the idea because she received a phone for Christmas last year, and I believe she had difficulty using it, and she was asking James a lot of questions about it. So to help her, James was making some notes on a page. But at that time, we had just started fifth year, and we knew we were going to enter into this competition. But James and I were stuck for an idea for the competition. And James's granny then told James, wouldn't it be brilliant if there was a book out there to help people using smartphones who were struggling? And the idea just came
from there.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So you set about getting the book published, and you did get it published?
Yeah, we did. We got it published there at the end of December, and since then it's really taken off. Like, we're amazed with how well it's done. And
I know that you got a particularly good response from Kerry after you were on this show last year.
Yeah, I think we got a very good amount of sales, and we even got texts and calls congratulating us and saying how good the book was when they bought it and everything. So it was great.
And how were you selling it? Was it just by post?
Yeah, you could buy it off our website, or we could ring us because some people mightn't have access to the website. So you could ring us, and we would post it out to you.
Okay, so you posted out a good few of them to Kerry.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I'm delighted to hear it. So what has happened in the meantime?
Yeah, so we went on to just continue selling, and we obviously had to do a report and a promotional video for our competition, Student Enterprise. And then was it last Thursday then the final for County Galway was announced, and we came first. So now we will go on to represent Galway in the national finals in Dublin in May.
That's fantastic. And were you delighted?
Yeah, we were blown away. Like, I tell you, Granny was at home and she was watching it with Mum, and the two of them were running around the house, and even my little brother and sister as well. Oh, they were just stunned by it. And even in school ourselves, when we were watching it, there was a big shout and cry from everyone around.
Oh, how do you mean watching it? Was it on TV?
Yeah, it was live streamed. We could tune in and watch it.
Oh, that's brilliant. So you were the Galway winner. So do you get any particular prize for that, or is it just that you go on to the national?
We're not fully sure yet, but we definitely go on to Dublin now to represent Galway as a whole. Yeah. Yeah,
that's amazing. And what do you think it was about the project that attracted the judges' attention?
I think it was a lot of people could relate to it. It was very innovative. It was an original idea, and we saw a gap in the market where there was nothing like it before, and we just said we'll go for it, and I think it just took off, and it's helped so many people nationally and internationally.
Oh, really? You've sold copies abroad?
Yeah, we've sold as far as America and to the UK, which is like just outstanding. And even the person who actually bought from America, she came back again and she's looking for more.
My goodness. So I guess really that a lot of those phones are pretty standard all over the world, so you know, your book could apply to a lot of other places.
Yeah, like smartphones around the whole of the world. Like it's kind of crazy even saying that, thinking outside of Galway. When we first started, like, but look, to be selling outside of Ireland and to America and to Scotland, and seeing messages and emails coming in from people out there with pictures of them with the book is just outstanding.
So you must, I haven't seen the book obviously, but you must explain the basic operations of a mobile phone in a very user-friendly way.
Yeah, so basically the book starts off, chapter 1 is all about the very simple parts of the phone, the labels and just the simple main menu guide and keyboards and very simple beginner stuff. And then chapter 2 will cover a lot of stuff for iPhones and Apple, like notifications and creating contacts and airplane mode and how to connect to the internet. And then Chapter 3 will cover the exact same topics as Chapter 2, but for Android. And then Chapter 4 will cover everything else that applies to both, including internet safety scams, which I know is a lot of people, some people can be worried about starting off with technology because of scams and being unsafe on the internet, but our book does cover that as well.
So I presume it's a godsend for, we'll say, older people who think that technology is beyond them, but at the same time feel that they need to have a mobile phone.
Yeah, it is. Like, we've had people like well into their 90s who like when they were younger, obviously there was no technology, and they've picked up a smartphone and they're like able to call us. Like, and even it was like when people would be calling us to order it at the start, they would kind of, they'd be using their smartphones and the phone would be turning off on them or something. But then they'd ring us back in a few weeks later and they'd say, "Look how good we've got with the smartphone."
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And have you any idea how many you've sold at this stage?
We're not fully sure yet, but we were looking at, we've kept a book of all the ones we sold, and we think it's near 400, 500, 600 area.
Yeah, that's amazing. And it's still selling, presumably.
Oh yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So what next? The next stop is the final in Dublin, and when is that?
Yeah, the next stop is the final in Dublin. And we hope to continue as well. We want to potentially do some courses where we can interact face-to-face with people. And then we'll have also different types of books, maybe that for like laptops and tablets and other types of technology. Okay,
very good. So you're already thinking ahead to the next book.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's amazing. And it's such a simple idea, and yet it just it took off. You obviously caught a niche in the market. Well, I know that the last time you were on the show, I was inundated with calls from people wanting to access the book. So just remind us again how people can get a hold of a copy.
Yeah, so you can go on our website on know-your-phone.com, or you can give a call to 083 056 1140.
So give us the phone number again, 083
056 1140.
And then if you have a credit card or whatever handy, you'll take the payment over the phone.
Yeah, we will, yeah.
And post out the book. And how much is the book again?
It's €12.
€12, which is very reasonable in fairness. So is there anything else you'd like to tell us, lads, before we finish up?
Yeah, just finish off, we'd like to thank our own business teacher for all her amazing support she's given us. Like, there's no way we'd ever have got as far as we did without her, and she's just been brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Well, look, guys, it was great, and I'm so glad to hear that you won, and stay in touch, because you never know, you might be ringing me again to tell me that you won the national award.
Hopefully.
So fingers crossed with that. Great to talk to you both again, lads.
Yeah. Thank you.